To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is gonna agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
You go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Defend the Hustle Season 4, Episode 6. Our special guest tonight is Mrs. Lisette. Sorry about that, Betty Boo. You know, I'm so used to calling you Betty Boo. But also, a.k.a. New England Betty Boo, a.k.a. Posh is My Purpose, a.k.a. The People Champ, a.k.a.
A lot of AKAs, yes.
Oh, yeah, AKA. So let me just give a quick shout out to the chat. And, well, no, I'm sorry about that. Go ahead, middleman, introduce yourself. And then
Hello, I'm David, the middleman picker. I'm from Florida. I'm a part-time reseller, full-time truck driver, ex-Army vet. I do reselling just on the side with me and my wife.
All right, and for everyone that don't know me and new to the show, I am Buffalo Picker, a part-time reseller, full-time federal employee, also retired military. And like I said, tonight our special guest is New England Betty Boo. Let me give a shout out to the chat, and then we'll get this show on the road. Want to give a shout out to New England Cajun Root. Okay, Cajun Root.
Yeah, that's my.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out to Resale Dad. What's going on, Greg? LKL Keith, you should be getting that package probably tomorrow from your winnings a couple of weeks ago. Last week I was bogged down with a lot of things I had to do, and then I didn't get around to shipping those out to this week. But yeah, you should get it probably tomorrow. Same as you, Jennifer Hayes. Appreciate everything you do for the show. Your package should be coming in a day or two as well. Give a shout out to Nurse Flipper. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate you. What else we got in here? Cali Reseller. What's going on, Cali? Appreciate you coming out, supporting the channel. Florida Girl Picker. Appreciate you. Say it here first. What's going on, Ella? Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your continued support. Yoni A. Thank you for coming out. What else we got in here? All right, so let's get to it. So, uh, Betty Boo, I want you to pretty much take the floor and tell us whatever you want us to know about you and your basically your resale history. This is a posh show tonight. It was a lot of people asking a whole lot of questions a couple of weeks ago about Poshmark. So I definitely want to get you on here because most of the people that I know in the resale community, I only pretty much know about 3 people that are basically reselling on Poshmark that actually know what they're doing on Poshmark. So I'm reaching out. I decided to reach out to you, even though I was going to get you on the show anyway. But I was glad that you was available so that I can get you on here early to talk about Posh. So the floor is yours. Tell us whatever you want to know and kind of give us a little backstory on your history and how you got into reselling.
Alrighty. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. My name is Lisette, New England Betty Boop everywhere except Poshmark and my main Instagram. I do have a New England Betty Boop Instagram as well, but my Posh is my purpose is the main one. So if you ever want to send me a message and for me to get to it quickly, send the message there. I'm currently living in Massachusetts. I've been here for 7 years. I came from New York, where I had a daycare for 15 years. My husband was a sanitation worker. He's retired. We moved here, and I've been reselling since I've been here for 7 years. I actually started on Macari, then went to Poshmark, fell in love with Poshmark because of the community. It's for what everyone hates it for is what I loved it for, the social aspect. I met a lot of amazing people there. I started selling on eBay about 1.5 years ago, and that's kind of almost taking precedence over Poshmark, but I still love Poshmark. And I'm just a mom of 3. My daughter is 27. My middle son's 25. Aiden will be 17. And actually, my middle son will be 25. And married currently. And just reselling gig work. I do Instacart when I'm not reselling to make extra money, just like anyone else. So I don't have to work for anyone else. And I've got a few things coming up soon. I really haven't talked about it too much, but a few ideas having to do with reselling, but kind of branching out into more of a social kind of meetup kind of thing. So yeah, that's where we're at. And if anyone has any Poshmark questions, let me know anytime. I'm here to help if you want to start and you don't know where to start. And you can sell everything and anything on Poshmark. And I love the community, as everyone knows. And thanks for having me.
All right. And that goes out to the chat. If you got any questions about Posh, go ahead and drop your question in the chat. I see a few people that was asking a lot of questions. They're not in the chat tonight. How ironic. Maybe they'll show up a little later. I want to give a shout out to Jeff. Appreciate you coming out. Picking in the Hood too. What's going on? Hey, Picking in the Hood, we got you slated for the show next week. You know, that's the end of the month show. So
Wow.
I don't want to have to come to St. Louis and go across the head. Big fella.
That's awesome, Kat. Look, Kat sold a $500 paperweight on Poshmark.
Wow.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, Kat.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Incredible.
For sure. Cat be on that hustle. So my question, and I guess I can kick it off, is if I was new into reselling and wanted to pick Posh as one of my platforms to sell on, what advice would you give me? Just like maybe 3 things that I should know or do before I actually get in there and start trying to sell on Posh.
How to get started or to know about the platform itself?
No, how to get started.
Okay, so I mean, getting started would be, I would not buy anything. Try to start from your home. And as far as the app goes, there's a misconception now. I mean, about 3 years ago, it was probably the case, but that you have to be on there all the time, sharing. Obviously, now we have sharing services. I use Posher VA. I would say to invest in that immediately. Like that's something that I would say to definitely, you could hold off on the, the thermal print or hold off on that stuff, but because to get that action, to get that started. So I would say definitely start by listing at least 50 items if you really want to see, you can't just list 10 items and expect that you're going to have success right away. I would say 50, get it to at least to 300 and consistently, and things that are selling. You can go to the search and see what the top, the top categories are that are selling. Yeah, I mean, it's really definitely join the, they have the Instagram, they have Facebook. Try to find people on Instagram that are in the Poshmark community. And yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll give a shout out to I'm a Resell Lit. Appreciate you coming out first time to the show. Thank you for your support. Shout out to All in One Package. Everybody know that's Miss Buffalo.
Hey, Miss Buffalo.
So if you got any questions concerning Posh, this is the time to ask. We brought in our community expert on Posh, New England Betty Boo. So go ahead and.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
Johnny's saying that it is the easiest platform. It absolutely is the easiest platform. You don't have to be afraid of shipping, which with eBay, I had a love-hate relationship with eBay for that reason. Shipping scared the crap out of me because I heard horror stories. And with Poshmark, it's awesome because you could ship up to 5 pounds for whatever it is, $8.25. I don't even know how much I don't even pay attention, but yeah, up to 5 pounds. And then it goes in tiers to 10 pounds. You cannot ship anything, as we know, off of Poshmark, but yeah.
So how do the customer have the privilege to return items?
Well, it's not a privilege. You really have to have an issue. So the other, you asked me to suggest something, and this is a big one for me. And a lot of people might disagree because I know, especially Kat hardly has any descriptions, and I'm the total opposite. And you have to find what works for you. However, what I include always is approximate measurements, and I include those words all the time in every single listing. And any flaws and all that's very important to put in your listing. It will protect you. I've been on Poshmark for 7 years and I've never lost a case, ever.
Okay.
So they're very, in that respect, they have a lot of regard for us. So as the seller, and obviously if the item comes, and I've had issues where maybe there was something on it that I missed, and I will always honor that. I will never fight that. If I did it wrong, I'm gonna, sometimes I might even say, keep it and just release their funds if it's not, just to have that customer be happy to come back. Right. And you generally know when you've been doing this for over 2 years or any time, that you'll know when someone's trying to BS you or whatever. And right. And then Poshmark will pay for them to ship it back. It's not like the shipping is coming out of you again, which is, with eBay, we have to pay. If we pay for returns, then we would have to pay for that. Or if we're paying for shipping, we would have to pay for it coming and going, which with Poshmark, you don't have to worry about.
Right. Shout out to Harry Hamstone. Appreciate you coming out, brother. So, and this is an issue I have with the platforms that I sell on. So and I just want to see how it's handled on Posh. If you got a customer, you send them an item, and they say that it's not as described, and they want to create a return, but then when they send the item back, it's not the item that you ship to them. How do Posh handle that?
Oh, Poshmark would, I would say 99% be on our side.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pushback, no producing.
And this is the thing with the returns. Sorry to interrupt you. So when Poshmark, when you're gonna create a return, Poshmark will have you take pictures of everything, and generally, they will resolve it then. They will resolve the issue then. At that point, to say for the customer, I'm sorry, but we're not going to accept the return, or yes, we're going to accept the return. So that would probably never even happen.
Oh, okay. So it's up to Posh to accept the return, not you.
Right. So they're a mediator. They'll put you in a group chat. You'll be
right.
and this is why you do everything in that chat. Take pictures,
right.
And honestly, I do this on all my platforms. And I know everybody can't do it, but anything valuable. So anything valuable to me is $100 because I sell lower end things. I don't really generally sell anything that I have to get authenticated or anything like that. So anything for me over $100, I always record myself shipping it, taping it, all the things. I record myself. And then once it goes to them, I delete it, whatever, once it's accepted, just in the event, and a few times, I would say 2 times that helped me in the chat. I said, well, I have recording of me packaging and there's no way for them to know if I did or I didn't, which I did in both of these cases. Then, I have recording of me, and one of them, they were like, oh, forget it. And we never heard from them again because they don't have anything legitimate,
Right.
And then the other person, it was something that I missed, and it happens, we have to, at that point, we're selling so many things at times, and I'm sure, you can't catch everything,
Yeah.
So you just do the right
shout
thing.
out to Thrifty Pay. Appreciate you coming out.
Thrifty Pia, I met her. She's my fellow New Englander. She lives in Massachusetts.
So how do that return policy work when it comes to
Thrifty Pia, yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Appreciate you coming out. Go ahead, middleman. My bad.
Well, when you get your returns back, and say if you don't do the recording, how does they handle that? Like, I know. Okay, let's put it like this: is the picture process on Poshmark, is it similar to eBay? Or do you have to, or do they use stock photos, or what? How do you post on Poshmark in general?
So Poshmark, stock photos are always that controversial thing. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people, do what you feel is right. For me, it's public domain. I get it. These companies pay for it, whatever. Listen, it's public domain. Like, we could somebody could steal my picture and use it for somebody. There's nothing that I could really do, Mm-hmm. But that's at your own discretion. But for all these apps, I would say never use the stock photo in the first 2 pictures. Use it as a 3rd picture. Even a 4th picture, even the last picture, and always include, if you're using a stock photo, this is a model photo, or picture 3 is a model photo, but you can use photos. And although now I just went to the Poshmark, I would say use white backgrounds, although if you look through Poshmark, you'll see all kind of craziness. But I always tell people, anyone that asks me, take pictures the way you would want to purchase something. So I'm not purchasing something from somebody. I don't care how cheap it is. If it's all wrinkled or it's like on a freaking floor and it just doesn't look, it has to look presentable, and that's the way I, shop. Unless you're on whatnot and you're buying in bulk and you're buying in that thing. But if I'm on Poshmark and I'm shopping, I'm not buying anything that looks like it's just thrown on the floor with no care or anything, Just make it neat, you don't have to press everything. Just make it presentable. Make it, make the pictures clear. Make sure that the colors are what, if it's blue, make sure that it's blue and the pictures don't look green, because then the customer how do they know it's blue? Just because you said it, they want to see it,
So do you do like eBay? What do they do like on eBay when they put the measurements? How some people photo the rulers, or measuring tape.
They do it always, and a lot of people say that it's easier that way. I think Kat said that a little earlier, to just have it written down. For me, I'd rather just write it down in the list or print it in the listing, as opposed to putting it out and showing it. It's whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever your process that makes it go faster for you, you have to, try both and see. But most people do measurements, and they'll take, they'll either include it or they'll take the photos. So I think it goes either way.
Hey, let me hold just a second, middleman. Let me go ahead and do my first giveaway for the night. We got 18 people in here. And anybody watching on Facebook, you got to be on YouTube. I'll come into the chat, the live chat, in order to participate and win, or have opportunity to win. So the first item I'm going to do tonight is a Star Wars. This was the Christmas theme Scout Trooper, and let's see if I can blow this thing up right quick.
And David's not allowed to play.
Yeah. So this is the item right here. This is a Scout Trooper Holiday Edition, and it's basically a brand new item. I got it in a bulk buy from GameStop when they was on sale. So this item sale about $26, the lowest price, and you probably can sell it in the upwards of around $30, 30 maybe 35 if you can hold it to Q4, because this is basically, like I said, a holiday theme.
Yeah.
And I think I probably purchased about 25 of those when they was on sale.
The Wookiees was pretty good too.
Say again?
The Wookiees, remember those what they call it, Chewbacca's?
Oh yeah. I have some of those as well.
Yeah.
They were all white.
Yeah. I got those packed up in the warehouse. I haven't even touched them yet.
They're so good this year.
Hi Dana, Glamorous Closet.
Right.
Hey.
So if you're interested in trying to win this, I don't have the wheel tonight, so we're gonna have to do the numbers. And Betty Boo already said middleman can't play because he can read my mind.
I'm out.
So go ahead and drop your number in the chat from 1 to 30 if you're interested in winning this. 1 to 30. Brand new in the box.
Hey sis, Regina Michelle.
I've seen some. Lil Debbie, thanks for coming out, Lil Debbie.
Picking in Hood was saying, can you do watermarks on Poshmark?
Yep, people do that too, because there's people that actually have very professional photos, very professional, and they do on their particular photos. It's just, I guess it's included in their. I never use them, but yes, I absolutely have seen that. And I just wanted to, there was a comment.
Shout out to Glamorous Closet. Thank you for coming out.
Hey Dana. So Mrs. Buff says that she loved the platform Poshmark, but people want you to give the items away. And I think that's on any platform, but this is what I would say. Look at how many items you have. If you only have 10 to 50 items in the closet, and you don't have, like, your shares, your followers are very low, people will think you just started on the app, and some people are sourcing. You have to think of that. So if they see that combination, they're going to lowball you. Doesn't mean you have to, and it's actually the best way to source, right? But you're looking for those new people because they're trying to give they just want to make money. They're starting out, so they're going to, we think that they're going to just take it. So just keep listing. Even if you have to sell things a little bit lower to beginning to just get a few sales in, and then, get those listings up to like 300, get your shares up, your follows up, and share, use the bot. But I also do share, let's say people have their slides in there to promote the closet or the live shows. And that's another thing that Poshmark has, the live shows, which they're pretty good. And it just creates that engagement, and it keeps the algorithm in your favor. And then they have tiers, of course. There's Poshmark Ambassador 1 and Poshmark Ambassador 2. And the 2 just means you get discounts to these big Poshmark parties. We're supposed to get go up higher in the feed of the, all the BS. But they do. One big thing is when you reach out to them on your Posture VA2, they will have a quicker response to your issues.
All right. I'll give a shout out to Regina Michelle. If you all not checking out her and Derek's show on Wednesday night, Hump Day Hangout, make sure you go out and check out their show. I think it's at 9
Eastern
time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
On Wednesdays, yes.
So if you're interested in the Star Wars, let's just go ahead and do this giveaway. I'm going to drop down and I'll come back to everybody's comments. From 1 to 30. I only put in one number, and I'm going to cut it off in about 30 seconds. All right, 1 to 30. The closest to that number, this number I have, is going to win it. Let's see. Xing it out right now. All right. So, what's going on, Austin? Appreciate you coming out. All right, so y'all help me out with finding the closest to this number.
Hold on. It's not too many people put numbers in yet.
Well,
go back up because
it's to the top.
We got the last two don't count, right? So Kevin picked 21, Florida Girl Picker 30, Keith is 14, Bill Bixby is 6, Cat
What's up, Bill?
Cat 16, Johnny's 23.
What was the number?
The number is 26.
Oh.
Okay, 26. So it looks like 23.
Yeah, like
Johnny
winning every week.
Oh no, she picked it after. Yep. Otherwise, Jocelyn would have got it, but she picked Jocelyn.
Okay.
She picked it after.
Oh, yeah, 25.
Yeah, sorry about that, Jocelyn. You put your number in after I had dropped the X's.
Yes. So that's Johnny.
All right. So
Cajun Roots.
All right, Johnny.
Don't worry about it. Be another giveaway.
Johnny, your Funko Pop should be there tomorrow as well. So I didn't get to ship stuff out
He needs to play the lottery if he's winning so much.
Oh yeah. Don't forget about us, man. The little people. When you win. Let's see, Star Wars. All right, so all right, Johnny, this is what you got coming. If you can see it. All right, next item on giveaway. The next giveaway is going to be a transformer. I know middleman ain't going to stay out of this one. All right. This
well,
is
I didn't know either.
Series 80.
Oh, that's nice.
Clean in the box. That's be the last giveaway on my end. I think Betty Boo have an item she's going to give away tonight as well. Yes. So let's just get back into it because we got a lot to cover. If you have any questions about Poshmark, this is the show to ask. I mean, we got Betty Boo on here, and she pretty much giving out a lot of gems of how you how you operate on that platform. So if you're concerned, if you have any type of concerns, or you're curious about selling on that platform, now's the time to ask your questions. This is the question and answer portion of Posh.
I got a question. So, do Posh regulate your pricing like the other websites do? You know how not eBay, Amazon and
not at all. So
when you set your price, they don't come in and say you need to lower your price to satisfy the customers and stuff like that.
Absolutely not. That's not ever something that I've ever heard of anyone having. Never. So yeah, that's awesome. Good thing then. And speaking of price, I'm gonna share this too. If you're new to listing on Poshmark, I would say when you're creating your price point, I'm going to say two things. If you're using a listing service, then you always want to, with Poshmark, this is how I've always done it because the fees are 20%. So I always just charge a little more. Keep in mind that the fees are a little higher. And if I'm using a sharing service, I'm going to set it to, you could set it to whatever you want, right? 5%, 10%. So if someone likes it, you could set it to how long. So if it's 2 minutes after they like it, 4 minutes after they like it, they're going to get, if 10 people like that particular item in that time frame, you're going to get it sent out to 10 people, and it's going to be 10% off, 15%, whatever you set it at. You can, what was I going to say? So yeah. So just that, right? That's it. Yeah. I was thinking of like 10 other things to say at the same time.
I see.
So this is the other thing. See, that there was another thing. Sorry.
Okay.
So when you're choosing your prices, if you can, I don't know if you can see, it's too white, right?
Yeah.
So they have suggested, there's different tiers of when people are looking up items. So if you go to Poshmark and you're looking up for anything under $25, let's say. So it's going to show you everything from $0 to $25. So when you're listing a sweater that you might want to maybe list for $19, put it at 25, because it's going to go to the people that are looking for 25 and under, and it's going to go to the people that are looking for 25 and over. So you're going to be in two categories as opposed to one. So, and then the next tier would be from 25 to 50, and then 50 to 100, 100 to 100, so I would always go higher to try to be in both brackets. And if it's too high, you think that, just send out a bigger offer, just a suggestion.
Shout out to Anytime Picker. Appreciate you coming out, brother.
Hi, Roman.
See, Austin, Glamis says, which bot do you use?
I use a Pasha VA. So it's $25 a month. It's so worth it. Like it's not even a second thought. And there's a few people that I know that have more than one closet. So if you have more than one closet, you can log in. You can have your separate closets, and you can always log in and log out, so that you're not paying. Let's say if you sell, I know people that just have a men's closet, just have a women's closet. You don't have to pay for the service twice. You could actually use the same service and share it in any closet. I've done it for friends where I'll sign them in and help them share, and to give them an idea of how it's going to work. Or my daughter's closet, my husband's closet, I'll put them in to share a couple of times a week to keep that activity going. So it's pretty cool.
I also have a question about fraud and scamming over there at Posh. Do y'all have a big problem with that?
That I know of, no. We, like all the expensive brands, they're always authenticated. So I think the fraud gets kind of cut there. And there's instances where people will try to say like a Tommy Bahama or something is not, so then they just ask you to send pictures or whatever. But nothing major.
Well, the Posh VA, how exactly does that work? Like, how they have like different things, like do they share your closet?
Yes. So it's a Chrome extension, and I'll tell you exactly. Let's see if it's going to cover. So it does shares, follows. It has so that's automatic offers. So if anyone likes it, you can set it to whatever, how long after they like it, for whatever price. You could exclude items if you want to exclude items, like exclude them with tags or exclude anything within the last 24 hours. So it really, it really sets it to exactly the way you want to do it, which is really amazing. And they have bulk pricing, so you can send your whole closet. You can go and put the price up to 10%, or because when you do offer to likers, so let's say Buff likes my item today, and I offer him, just the second offer. Let's say, let me see how explaining it. I'm not going to explain it right. But you get tiers of offers. So it's like 10%. Then if somebody comes back and they didn't buy it, now you can't offer them, you know, you have to offer them 10% more than what you did last. You know what I mean? So you have to always offer more. So to refresh those items, you want to, you could either bulk price list them, put the price up, and then, or bulk, you could lower the price, but you could do it in bulk on the Pasha VA. And then what else? Yeah, you could follow, which is important. You could have it set to follow up to 10,000 new followers per day. And that also keeps you refreshed, and it keeps, you know, it keeps your items and just the activity. It helps. It really helps.
And how you also have another question. How you compare Posh to eBay as far as selling clothes, and especially the old vintage clothes?
I would say generally you would get more money on Poshmark per items, but you would have to wait longer to sell them. eBay, you're selling them faster. Yeah, and I would say vintage definitely would be, I don't know, it's kind of hard. I feel like you get more money for them on Poshmark, but you would have to just wait longer.
Okay.
So with eBay, compared to your stores on eBay and Poshmark, which one you think you make the most or have the most?
Well, I have the most. Actually, I'm going to tell you, I have the same amount. I have the same amount of items now on, which I really didn't think that was going to happen. So shout out to Derek for pushing me to do eBay. But so I have about the same amount of items. So Poshmark, I'm still making more money, but eBay is very close. You know, yeah.
So I got a love-hate relationship with eBay right now. So, you know, I'm trying to look for something else other than eBay.
Listen, I've been trying to tell you for, I don't know, like a year and a half, just go to Poshmark, stop playing. And you're going to get, and the beautiful thing is to sell on multiple platforms, which shout out Vendu, because I use Vendu. And whoever is not, I'm going to say it, and I don't normally like push my opinion on anyone. If you are not selling, if you're not selling on more than one platform, you are just missing out. You have no idea. And the more platforms you feel like, if you have a service like Vendu or List Perfectly, just do it. Like I had a little problem with Depop 2 years ago, so I canceled them. And Derek, Kylie, and another friend of mine, Chanel, they've been having a lot of Depop. I'm like, all right, let me get this Depop. So I just hooked it back up, and I'm just gonna throw it on Vendu because I'm selling on Poshmark, on eBay, Mercari. Now I have Vendu back again, and you can, you know, there's like about probably 7 more platforms that you can use, and why not? Like the more eyes. So if one day eBay is not acting right, you're gonna get sales on Poshmark. You're gonna get sales on Mercari. You know, so
yeah,
I would definitely say. I've been trying to get Leroy, Blood, Sweat, and Sell to sell on Poshmark them damn tools. I'm telling you, I know he's gonna do well. It is not, and that's what you want to look for. Like, and especially if you want to sell tools, men's clothing, there's not a lot of options. That's a great niche. Maternity, if you want to, I'm telling you, it's you have to. Hey, Roman.
So what about home goods and toys and things of that nature? How well is that?
I sell it all, and I really sell it all. Like that's amazing to me that my toy category is like bumping up into my clothing. So yeah, I sell toys, I sell home goods, whatever, you know, just make sure, you know, with the weight, it's not over 5 pounds, so you have to pay a little extra. You know, if you're packing anything too big or anything, always make sure you have a box so you're not going crazy. But I would say everything, anything. So
are you cross-listing your items between Posh and
oh yeah, with Vendu. Were you sleeping?
Yeah, I was.
How many platforms do you sell on?
I sell on 3, and I'm getting ready to use Depop.
So what's the 3 platforms?
So Poshmark, eBay, Mercari.
Oh, Mercari. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mercari.
I
And
tried
Mercari is where I started.
Oh, really? You like Mercari?
I didn't for a long time, but I'm starting to like it again because I see the potential. And now they have refreshers for Depop and Mercari. So it helps to, because we can do it manually, but that takes forever. So, but they have refreshers now that you can use, and to keep you active, to keep your items at the top of the feed and keep it relevant.
Have you heard of the cross lister called Lit Commerce?
That is new to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Land Shark just came in the building, and Pitbull Pickers. Guess
What's going on, Land
I'm
Shark?
sorry, I missed him last week.
And Pitbull, Blood, Sweat, and Sales. Thank you all for coming out. Doc Diggles, thank you for coming out, brother.
My brother from another mother. Hi, Erin.
Yeah, Lit Commerce is. Am I freezing?
A little bit.
I'm freezing. Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll have it right by next week. So Lit Commerce is a cross lister that I'm looking at using, and it's basically you can use it on all the big platforms like eBay, Walmart, Amazon, and I think you can also use it on Posh. So that's one of the platforms that I'm looking at, and basically they charge you probably the rate that I looked at compared to all the platforms where you can use those type of cross listers is probably the cheapest, and they'll reset your item within 15 minutes after the sale. So I think that's pretty good, especially
So
when
reset, you mean delist it? What do you mean reset?
Yeah, delist it. Like if you make the sale and that was your last item, it'll come off of all the platforms within 15 minutes.
How much is
so
it?
Now this is. Wait a minute. So so this service is a sharing service, or is it?
What you mean by shared?
Well, sharing as in like refreshing, or because I wasn't understanding. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yo, you been sleeping? No.
Touché, my friend, touché.
No, it's basically what it does is it refresh the listing like after every sale. So whether you have across all platforms that you have listed, right?
So it's just gonna delist it.
Yeah, they'll delist it. Yeah, so you don't oversell. But it's still 15 minutes, so I'm pretty sure it's some type of issue.
But Vendu and List Perfectly do it automatically.
What you mean?
Auto detection. I have auto detection.
Oh, so as soon as you get the sale, it come down?
As soon as I get the sale, it comes off of every platform.
Right. Well, I think they do have that. You just got to pay a little bit more to have that.
Yeah, because in 15 minutes you could sell that item again somewhere else, and you go up. Yeah,
that's not Walmart.
But for those big platforms, it's only a couple of cross listers you can get for Walmart and Amazon.
Right. Yeah, that's very different, I'm sure.
So Vendu don't do Walmart and Amazon?
No.
They're trying to right now. They're trying to get Whatnot. That would be great.
Perfect?
I don't think List Perfectly does. Is Cat still in the? What's up? Hello, my brother from another mother.
I don't wonder why wouldn't they go at Amazon first and foremost? Because that's one of the.
Well, Amazon. I would think Amazon.
The integration.
Yeah, I would think that they would be less willing to allow access because these cross-listing services have to get access to our accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would think that would be a little more risky for them, no?
Well, they let what's that what's that company that we use to ship to Amazon?
Pirate ship.
No.
Pirate ship.
No.
Oh,
when
you
you-
use.
Yeah, when you're trying to ship to Amazon, but
Ship to
What you
Amazon.
use.
yeah, you know what's that app that you use
Inventory
for
Lab?
inventory labs? I took it off. You got to crawl, you got to integrate that into Amazon. They allow them to come into Amazon. You just got to give them permission when you put it in.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
Maybe they haven't reached out to Amazon, or maybe they haven't said what Amazon want to hear. You know,
Right.
Amazon, one of those companies that just
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're very strict with their
Hey, if we don't have any more questions in the chat for New England Betty Boo about Poshmark, we're gonna move on to the reseller 411. It's another segment of the show where we talk about. Oh, you want to do the giveaway now?
You want to, or you want to wait?
It's up to you. That's
No,
fine.
because it's fine. It's fine. I just didn't want you to forget.
Oh no, let's go ahead and do it. That's fine.
All right. So
Then we'll get into the 411.
gonna-
You want me to come up with a number, or you got it?
no, you could come up with it. That's better.
All right.
No. You come up with the number.
Okay. I'll come up with the number. You're right.
No.
How many people? How many people in the chat?
We have 17 in the chat.
Okay, so a number between one of them is me. So I would say a number between 1 and 16.
All right, 1 and 16. Drop the number in the chat if you're interested in Betty Boo. You can show your item. Take that down.
Oh, sorry. I was sending you it's a tumbler that I got. It's brand new from one of the shows I went to. Actually, this was a Posh and Sip, and they give you swag. It's like that copper bronzy.
All right.
Oh, Cheryl got it. Cheryl, send me your Cheryl Beijing Gym. Congratulations. Send me your information on Instagram. You know where to find me.
Okay, the number was 3.
Oh, sorry, that was 3. Yeah.
Number 3. All right. Also, Cheryl, your package should be arriving also tomorrow. I shipped out everybody package from 2 weeks ago this week, so should be getting it by tomorrow. All right. So we're gonna move into the next segment, reseller 411, and let's see. All right, let me just bring this up. I'm gonna have to take us down.
Reseller 411, the unfiltered truth, telling it like it is. It is what it is, it ain't what it ain't.
This is video of Michelle and Kenneth Mack arrested in December at their Bonzo mansion. Equipped with its own vineyard and chapel, they rented it out as a wedding venue and an Airbnb. But according to a search warrant, it also doubled as a stash house for a small fortune in makeup stolen from major retail stores across the country, like Sephora and Ulta.
This is a top priority for me, primarily because of the safety and security risks that it brings to our team.
Ulta CEO Dave Kimball spoke to CNBC's Courtney Reagan about the wave of theft hitting retail stores.
The network that she had built across the country was impacting multiple stores, and so by eliminating that, it's a step. But unfortunately, I know there's others that are out that are just like that.
53-year-old Michelle Mack and her husband have pleaded not guilty to charges of conspiracy, grand theft, and receipt of stolen property. Michelle is accused of working with as many as 12 women, providing them with a list of items to steal from stores across the country, like this Lens Crafters in Claremont and this Ulta Beauty in Mira Mesa. According to the search warrant, the goods were sometimes mailed to this Bonzo post office and would end up for sale at discounted prices on an Amazon storefront called Online Makeup Store. Stefan says with online stores and marketplaces becoming the new place for criminals to sell stolen goods, there have been some positive steps toward cracking down, like the recently passed Informed Consumers Act, which requires online marketplaces to get information from high-volume sellers to help ID stolen goods. But she says there are still loopholes that need to be closed in some person-to-person marketplaces like Facebook, as well as making sure Prop 47 is reformed so repeat offenders are properly punished. Omari Fleming, NBC7.
And Amazon released a statement regarding the issue saying, quote, "We invest more than $1 billion annually and employ thousands of people to fight fraud. We use sophisticated detection and prevention solutions," end quote.
Of course, of course. Let me take this down right quick. Sorry about that. I tried to do a little research on this case. Like I said, the arrest actually happened the first part of December. I think it was December the 6th. Mm-hmm. And this story really didn't reach social media until I think last week or the week before. And if you feel like this is not going to impact you as a reseller, I think, my opinion, I think you're wrong. Mm-hmm. I think with these big theft rings that are going on, and it's now having another outlet to move these products, it's going to affect us as well. I don't know if it's going to be where we're going to have to be more transparent as resellers, more so than we are right now. But I know that there's a big loophole with this theft ring, and the loophole is the marketplaces, because at one time when you would go and steal stuff like that, and I'm just speaking on my experience of people I have ran into in this world. I could be at a gas station and somebody would approach me and say, "Hey, you want to buy this, or you want to buy that?" Or I'd be walking out of Walmart and they trying to sell me their stuff. Or you will see some of that stuff at the flea markets. But now they don't have to do that. They can go and steal it and go straight to Amazon, Walmart, eBay, list it, and then sell it for half the price that you would pay for it in the store. And I think that's what caught her up as well, is the fact that she was selling this stuff for half the price it was selling in the stores. And, one thing led to another, and they eventually got busted. But they were living large. You see the house and everything that they was accumulating from their reselling business. They was living like millionaires. Did y'all have a chance to catch this particular story?
Yeah, I did. I actually, when you had asked me about the theft, I was thinking of that immediately, but right. Not that it will affect us eventually, but not something that I've heard of or anything particularly on Poshmark. But yeah, I did hear about that. I was talking about that to a few friends. Yeah. Okay. It's crazy.
Middleman.
Yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, an $8 million home. Man, they was really doing it. When they said Claremont, I wonder was they talking about Claremont, Florida.
They was all over, man. They was all over.
They was traveling to different states to get this product.
No, they had people working in different states. And they was mailing it to them in California.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was talking about the people that worked for them was traveling to different states.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the 12. The team of 12 was traveling.
Makeup is a big seller. People overlook that, but makeup is a really big seller. Women use it constantly. Remember, there's more women on this planet than there's men. So they had the right idea. But just wish it wasn't stolen. They could have just buy bulk. You know,
yeah, that wasn't fast enough.
Yeah.
Because buying bulk, the margins come down. And you can't buy bulk and then go and try to sell at half price, because you're not gonna make the margins that you would if you just go.
They want to get into somebody else's profits, not their own.
Yeah, exactly. It's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. But like Glamour said, I mean, it's gonna be criminals no matter what you do and how you do it. It's always gonna be some criminals.
Oh, is there a link?
They're trying to beat the system.
Jennifer Hayes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Who is Jen's Desert Sellers?
Yeah, she's on Instagram. Let me see if I find her.
What happened there?
Oh, I don't know. That's what Jen is telling us to go check it out.
To go check it out. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they definitely had a elaborate scheme, because she opened up her store in 2012 on Amazon. So just imagine how long they've been doing that, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They had a storefront and everything. That's crazy.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah. But the thing is also the little information that I did dig up on it, because it's not a lot out there yet. Those stores that they named wasn't the only stores that they was hitting. They was hitting up TJ Maxx. A lot of things that were found in the house had TJ Maxx tags still on it. Like they had different bins of new shoes and purses, designer purses and stuff like that. So they definitely, it wasn't just makeup.
The thing is too that someone just said it in the chat. These stores are not. I remember working in the mall as a teenager, and we would chase people that just stole one pair of shoes. Like, I mean, I know it's a different time and you have to adjust to the times, but these stores are letting them walk out with merchandise and not doing anything. I'm talking about, I've seen people walk out with and they just let them walk out.
Right.
It's all over the internet now.
And now these thieves know that, and what are they gonna do? Of course they're gonna go in and it's terrible.
Okay. Let's see. Any more comments you all see that I missed? The last 3 videos.
What Austin said.
Okay. I definitely check that out, Jennifer.
Yeah.
It seems like Amazon should have. The reason why Amazon probably didn't crack down on them earlier was because they were selling all their merchandise under retail. So Amazon big on that. They big on selling or making you drop your prices on the retail,
Right.
So they were selling everything on the retail, which was bringing more business to Amazon. Just think about it.
I mean, you selling under the radar, man. You're not gonna draw any attention to you, especially from the platform. Now, you may draw attention to you from the corporations that you've been hitting up and stealing their products, because they know what their stuff sell for.
Yeah.
And that's probably what put up the red flag, not Amazon. Amazon probably like, this is just a good seller, and not even thinking that they are, actually stealing that stuff.
But think about if they made $8 million, how much you think Amazon made? Well, why would they say anything?
Yeah.
Because if you look at your
Amazon
numbers,
probably got 3 point something of that 8.
Yeah, Amazon. If you look at your numbers, they didn't send it in. Apparently, they kept it in the house. Amazon at least getting like 20% of your sales. You base all their fees and things that they're tax you with.
It's more like 33%.
Yeah. So if they make 8 million, what did Amazon make? So why would they be in a rush to stop that?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but when you mentioned Betty Boo about why they allowing these people to come in the store and just take the stuff and no resistance, I think they put a rule in about that where the store is not protected if the workers get hurt trying to stop people from stealing.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why allowing everybody to just come in and just take stuff now. They're not going to run out and they're not going to grab them. You get a few that will, but why would you do that now? Because these kids.
Well, I feel like in this day and age, I'm sorry, these big stores, they should have security, like security.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, security. The problem is nowadays security is not equipped like these.
Well, it would have to be armed security. Yeah,
because these guys are really. If you see some of these videos, these guys clips about as long as their arms. You know what I mean? You really want to grab one of these young guys? No. You hesitate, and then a lot of times it's a lot of them. So imagine what they'll do to you. Let them have it. Live another day. They got insurance on that stuff.
Yeah, they was talking about what Derek just mentioned about the 950. Anything over 950 will be a felon. They talking about now trying to change that in California more to like 500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's one thing. I heard the DA saying they're trying to get that law changed.
When you're saying that buying bulk will cut in their margins, I wonder how much that the ones that was doing the stealing, what did they charge them for each item? Because they're really not getting that much if they're stealing, and they had to do a lot of stealing in order to make a good amount of money. Just think about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't add up.
It's like when you go and buy somebody out, you want to buy their collection. You trying to get it for the cheapest price you can get it for. So I'm pretty sure when they was go and rob these stores and they got a bulk amount of makeup, she probably had like $2 a box or something like that, $1.50 a box or something, which led them to go in there and steal more. But she was loaded, man. That all the photos are not out, but some of the photos I seen, they had a lot of stuff just in the garage, and they also said they had a space down in the basement with stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
So,
and
that was a big house. So you can imagine how big the basement is.
But a lot of those people that run them type of rings, they have a list of what brands to grab. Right. So they probably had a list of which high end brands to grab, so they'll make the most of their money. A lot of them do that. So they probably was looking for certain brands in those stores just to grab them.
Yeah, and the thing was Randy at Moon Valley Craft is saying here, that's true for the big stores, but for the small stores, they hitting the small stores, insurance company's gonna drop them. So you may not even be able to get a liability insurance anymore once you get hit that first time, get that payoff. But for the big stores, of course it's different for the branch chain stores, but they was hitting small stores as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. You're right about that.
Right, yeah, it really is.
That is right.
All the risk.
That's almost like the street mentality when you're dealing with narcotics.
Yeah. I agree. You can get it's different things that these stores can do to kind of slow it down. But a lot of times these guys stealing, most of the time they don't stole the car that they committing a crime in. So if you take the tag, you may be coming in my house and I don't even know nothing about what was stolen. You know? So I mean, these guys have got real smart out here, you know, with technology and trying to, you know, trick the system. But you know, my thing is, if I see somebody stealing, I'm just gonna walk the other way because I'm not trying to get involved. I don't want to be a witness, and I'm definitely not trying to get shot because it ain't worth it at the end.
Well, even here in like Walgreens and CVS, they have the detergent, hairspray, all that stuff is locked up in these cabinets, and you have to get the key to. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's the one I just played, Derek. I did a video on it. I don't know if you was in the room, but yeah, I think that's the one I pulled it from. But if you all want to go back and take another look at it.
Oh yeah, someone asked in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that. All right. Seems like everybody just commenting on it.
But you hear that? They say Amazon paid $1 billion and trying to stop those type of thefts. Well, to deter people from coming on their platforms with those stolen items. Was it 1.8 billion or something like that?
Yeah, in fraud detection. Yeah. You know, anybody can say they paying whatever. You know, I don't know what kind of price I would put on having my AI checking accounts and, you know, doing some type of audit on each seller account to see if they're not committing some type of fraud. I mean, but I doubt they putting that kind of money into it.
Isn't it?
He said, "Hey, Scott, how are you?"
That's the mentality of a lot of people nowadays. Back in the day, people would try to stop the thieves and
help each other if you saw somebody getting hurt. Now it's like it's terrible.
Yeah, they're not doing that no more. It's a shame, but you know, it seems like no one has. They don't care about life anymore. They don't care about taking someone's life no more. You know, even though like some states like Florida, you know, is a right to carry. You know, so here everybody got weapons. You know what I'm saying? So even the ones that don't supposed to have weapons has weapons. So you taking a big chance, especially down here.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We need more spirituality in the world because this world is going to shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like there's no compassion, and this is why I try to stay in my little bubble and I spread my little happiness and my little light. It's not perfect, but it's too much crap going on in the world. It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Derek, for sure. It's not mine, so I'm stay away. It ain't mine.
Yeah, in that case, yeah.
I'm not gonna take on nobody else's problem.
Nope. Every time I walk in the store, I see somebody stealing something. I just turn around like, oh yeah.
Blood, sweat, and sales. Yeah, and flea markets. When we used to set up at flea markets, I knew some of them guys. I knew some of them guys that was having a lot of hot stuff. And you see some of the tags. The funny part about it, you still see those. What's them tags that the stores be having?
The sensors.
Some of them still have those on them.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get that out of there? Yeah. How did you get that out of the store? The flea market, you see everything, and you just know.
Yeah.
All right. So, what y'all got going on for the weekend? Anything that's related to reselling?
Nope. The only thing I have on April 7th is a Whatnot show. I'm doing a raid train. I was invited to do the North, so I'll be talking about Massachusetts, and so it's fun. Go to Whatnot, bookmark.
What date is that?
April 7th.
Okay.
And what is it about?
On Whatnot, April 7th, 7:40 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, Jennifer, we got a troll in here.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I don't want no promotions in here. I don't need no promotions. I promote my own channel. Middleman, you got something going on?
For this weekend, it's gonna be raining all. It's gonna be raining all weekend here, so I'll probably be in the house. If not, I'm gonna be asleep. I ain't got too much going on this weekend. And I grandkids. I say that every week, but this week here is not going to be that. My grandkids wore me out over the weekend. But if you talk to me when my grandson was screaming, he was screaming.
Yeah, he was going off. I ain't heard a baby cry in a long time. I couldn't take it.
and he don't be crying. He just wanting to be held constantly.
Yeah.
So that's just him. But that's my weekend. I'm be here in the house just sleeping probably.
Yeah.
Get too
April
old.
the 3rd, Monday. April the 3rd, they're doing a celebration for Ella 57th birthday. I'm sorry, on Monday. Monday at 3:00. I don't know where I saw April the 3rd. But yeah, she's gonna be celebrating 1,500 subscribers. So if you got time, make sure you drop by. I'm sure it's gonna be on her channel.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
There we got tag removers on.
They do, although the pallets. I watch a few people that get pallets, and sometimes they have the tags. They have the magnetic those things.
Right.
So maybe they're getting the pallets and selling them there. I don't know. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Man,
I don't know when the last time I've been to a flea market, but some people say they find some good deals there.
I go there. I go there. The source. Stuff there. Oh yeah. I told you that before. Flea markets. You know how Florida. If you look at a lot of
like a year ago, wasn't it?
No. I told you that a year ago, but we still go on source of flea market.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, those it's very profitable when you find the right person. But everybody they sell pallets. Well, they don't sell pallets. People who buy pallets go to flea markets too, and you're running into those guys.
Right.
Like, remember, I was telling you about the boat motors, the windshield wipers for the boat. Oh, you probably don't remember that. Been a year ago. Well, I found the guy who had like a lot of them, and he was selling for $5 a piece.
Right.
Wow.
And they were selling fast on Amazon.
So Buff, do you sell on Poshmark?
No, I mean, I'm a numbers guy. I go to the platforms that has the most traffic, and I need to get out of that because I know it's some money to be made over at Posh. And I was paying attention. I kind of got a little distracted a little bit during the conversation, but I was paying attention to some of the things that you were saying. And I'm gonna open up to some of those platforms and try to get on there. Especially when I get into this lit commerce cross lister.
Right.
And I'll be reaching out,
anytime. So is it a cross lister it cross lists, it shares, it does all the things?
No, not share. What you mean share?
So like with Poshmark, it just cross lists, right? So that's it. It delists, relist.
It's delist. But I don't know about the relist.
Okay.
So basically what it does is pull all your inventory in from all your platforms, right?
Right.
And all your inventory is in one place, and then you pick which platforms you want to sell on. Now, when it sells, it'll take it off those platforms.
Right.
So that's all I know right now about it. I'm still kind of investigating it myself.
But for you, it would make sense because it's for Amazon and Walmart.
Right.
Yeah. So for us, just feel like Vendu, we have Vendu has 10 platforms that we could cross list to, and we can auto delist, and it comes automatic.
Yeah.
And then you can what else? Delist, relist, and auto detection.
So let's say you have a well, how much? First of all, how much is it a month for Vendu? And do you have
Vendu has a few tiers of service. You actually can list up to, I believe it's 8 items per month for free. You just sign up with your email, whatever, for free, just for 8 items. And then they have a $25 option, and then they have options all the way up. So in January, they had, and my particular plan was $49 a month. I could list up to 275 items, I believe. And it was like, so it's delisting, you know, all that stuff. And it came to $44 or something per month. So January, they had a contest, you would say, for the whole month of January. We had to make a Vendu post on Instagram and keep it up for the 30-day period. And they would give us 11 months free, and then we can upgrade to whatever service we needed. Like, so if right now I could list up to 1,000 listings per month for free for 11 months, because I won the challenge. Was one of the 246 winners or whatever it is. So now I pay $0 for my cross listing, but yeah, it's great. So so I paid $49, and I was it was up to 250 items, and then you could go all the way up to, I think they have a professional level, like over 5,000 or something listings per month or something.
So Vendu have a $60 unlimited plan?
$60 unlimited plan? No.
But you have to ask for it? You have to ask for it. I never heard of
Yeah, Miss Lachey said you have to ask for it.
Yeah, it might be something that they'll do for you separately. Because actually, when I left List Perfectly, I had started with Vendu when they were in beta. I didn't like it was kind of flip-floppity because they were still starting out. So I left for a little while. I went to List Perfectly. I was with them for about a year or so, year and a half. And then I went back to Vendu because Vendu then had, I didn't like opening all the windows and List Perfectly. Like, that thing drove me crazy. So I went back to Vendu because they had a lot of innovative ideas and all these, and they had it on the phone so that I could use it on my phone as well, not just a laptop. So I switched back, and I had about 750 items on List Perfectly. So one of the creators of Vendu actually created this little thing for me and switched all my items so I didn't have to. So that convinced me right away that I was definitely going to switch. So whatever little geeky thing he did, he got all my items over in a few hours. And then I've been with Vendu for 2 years now.
I got one more thing. So when you're talking about closets, I heard you say his closet and her closet, right? How do you set that up, and why do they have it broken off as his and hers?
Oh, well, you can separate. I sell everything, but you can filter it out for men's clothing, women's clothing. You can filter it out for each market. That's all. And some people that I know do have 2 separate businesses. In fact, I know someone that has 3. They have just children's, just men's, and just women's. If that's your selling strategy, that you don't want to keep everything in one place, And now I know a lot of people that have just clothing and just hard goods. Because that model is easier for them. So you have to I just have everything in one. It's just easier for me. And yeah.
All right, Leroy, thank you for coming through.
Good night.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and end because both starting to do the Stevie Wonder over there.
No, he was he didn't take his midday nap today. But thank you for having me on. Oh, can I do one more giveaway?
Yeah, I got one more as well. So if you want to, you can go ahead. You can put your number in. Let me blow you up right quick so you can show what you got.
So this, I don't know if you can see, it says Poshmark in this little case. So for anyone that doesn't know, Poshmark has a swag closet where they're generally sold out of things. But if you like the particular slide, anytime they're gonna offer new swag or anything, they'll send a notification, and then you can pick up some cool stuff. So these are brand new reusable straws. They're metal, and they do have Poshmark. I don't know if you can see that there, but it has Poshmark. They're all, so there's 4 of them, 2 straight and 2 slanted, and they're copper. They're really nice, and it has the little brush. Yeah, so pick a number between 1 and I'm gonna say 1 and 35.
1 in 35. 1 in 35. Go ahead and drop your number if you're interested. One in 35. Bill Bixby in with the 12.
Thank you, thank you. Let me look.
LKL Keith in with the 14.
Primo.
O'Calley going in with the 30. Y'all drop them numbers if you're interested. We're going to close it out quickly.
Nobody else? Nobody else reusable straws? How many people in the chat? Oh, 21.
We got 22 people, only 3 people dropped numbers. Let's see.
See, I already know the numbers, so I can't drop the numbers.
All right, we're going to get ready to close this one out.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
All right.
The closest person is Keith.
It is. So the number is 19,
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. 19. Closest to 19. Regina and
oh, you guys are late. What happened?
Y'all too late. Who we got?
All right, Keith, so send me a message on Instagram. Posh is my purpose. Send me your information, and I'll get that out to you.
So who we got? LKL Keith?
Yep.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother. Make sure you send your information to New England Betty Boo on Instagram so that she can get those sent to you. The next item, I guess it's the last item for the night. We got a transformer. Say again. Hello? What'd you say? Did somebody say something?
Nope. Not me.
Okay. All right, this is what I'm giving away tonight. This is a Transformer Series 80 Braun, new in the box. It's probably a $35 item right here. So go ahead and drop your number in the chat from 1 to 30. 1 to 30 if you're interested in that. 1 to 30. Transformer, 1 to 30. Drop your number in the chat. Am I freezing real bad?
No, not that bad.
Okay. 1 to 30.
Only 3 people?
Oh, we're not doing that.
You got
1 to 30, y'all.
If you do it, David, you know you're gonna win.
That's why I'm leaving it alone. I'm not doing it. I'm leaving it alone.
So I'm out because you're out.
All right. Come on, let's go now. We got 20 seconds. We're gonna close this one out. 20 seconds. Somebody hit it dead on the head too.
26.
Huh?
26.
No. 26. 26 was the last number.
Oh, it was one.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Jen.
here we go. All right. The number is 11.
11.
Oh.
Yep.
Cheryl won again. Cheryl, you got to play Lotto, girl.
Yeah. Cheryl, I'll get this shipped out to you tomorrow, Cheryl. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You got 2 good items. I sent you a couple weeks ago. I know there was a confusion, so I sent you Miles Morales, a Marvel Elite Spider-Man, Miles Morales. So you got 2 good items coming to you. One is already on the way, and this one I'll ship it out tomorrow. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to close this show out. I appreciate everyone in the chat that came out. I know a couple people I missed from giving you a shout out, but that's what we normally do is give everybody that come into the chat to support the channel a shout out. So my bad on that if I miss your name.
And we miss Derek. Hi, Derek. He's still here. He's probably going to work now.
Derek?
Fundamentals. Yeah.
Oh, fundamentals. Yeah, I think I did. I thought I did call him out, but anyway, my bad, Derek, if I missed you. But I did give your show a shout out. So we're gonna get ready to close this one out. And like I said, I appreciate everybody in the chat for coming out, supporting the channel, supporting Lisette, New England Betty Boop, better known as Betty Boop. That's what I call her.
Yes.
So if you all got anything you want to promote, go ahead and promote it, and then I'll close out the show. Start out with our special guest, and then we'll work around to middleman, and I'll close it out.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate everyone being here. Just April 7th, Whatnot book market for me. I took a little break for a little bit, but after that show, I'm going to start doing my Whatnots again. So April 7th, 7:40 p.m. And that's it. See you on Instagram. Posh is my purpose. Thank you. Take care. Love you guys. Be kind.
Middleman.
I just want to say thank you for everybody come out. Go out and support your other fellow resellers and their shows, like Savior Furs, Caden Roots, Hump Day Hangout, even Gulf Coast Picker, and some of the other ones out there. That's Callie Lewis. Just go check everybody out, and everybody have a safe weekend, a blessed weekend, and we hope to see y'all next Friday.
All right, and lastly, I want to make sure I give a huge shout out to our special guest, New England Betty Boo, for taking the time out to come on Defend the Hustle. And just like most of our guests, she actually brought it tonight, and I appreciate that. Everything that and more that we asked for her to bring to this channel about Poshmark, she brought it, and I want to let her know that I appreciate that. So once again, thank you all for coming out, supporting the channel, Defend the Hustle. Next week, our special guest will be Picking in the Hood 3, which is our closeout for the month. And for people that normally visit our show, you know that is a free-for-all show because we cannot control Kel. With that being said, thank you all. Have a good weekend. Defend the Hustle.
Yes. Take care.